Teachers, allied staff, students, old students associations, and parents together in support of science education at the senior high school rank of the education ladder. The objectives of the National Science and Maths Quiz are to promote the study of the sciences and mathematics, to help senior high school students develop quick thinking skills and a probing and scientific mind about things around them, to promote healthy academic rivalry between senior high schools, to a lesser degree, keep old students still interested in their schools and encourage them to offer help to their alma mater, to inculcate a degree of science culture in the Ghanaian society for all to see science as a way of life. Let's take a walk down memory lane and see how far we have come in 25 years. The idea was not proposed at a national science fair or conference, but rather on the tennis court of the University of Ghana, Legon, where Mr. Kweku Mensah Bonsu, then managing director of Prime Time, was at the court to play the game after his own heart with his playmate, the late Professor Ebenezer Kweku Awotwe, Professor of Animal Science. Mr. Mensah Bonsu was curious as to why birds could stand on a live electric wire without getting electrocuted, but human beings could not do so. From Professor Kweku Awotwe's explanation, Mr. Mensah Bonsu got the idea of a quiz program focused on scientific explanations behind everyday phenomena, in addition to the topics from the regular science curriculum for senior high schools. Thus, it all began 25 years ago, in April 1993. Since then, the National Science and Maths Quiz NSMQ has seen 22 exciting editions.
Selecting the quiz mistress and the gender was entirely my decision. So one Saturday evening after tennis, we were sitting in Commonwealth Hall senior common room, and then Marianne was there. So I just said, he said, you talk to Marianne. Have you spoken with her? I said, no, I'm going to talk to her. So I talked to Marianne. Then Dr. Marianne Addy, later Professor Marianne Addy. I told her about the program and that I needed a quiz mistress. I wanted a quiz mistress. And she said, but why me? I said, you, because you are a female scientist with a PhD. Can you imagine the impact that this would have on the children, especially the girls? That I want you to be the quiz mistress, whether you like it or not. In fact, I've selected you as a quiz mistress. And she had a good laugh. I said, okay, I'll do it. And then when Marianne was leaving the program after 7 years, and this, she recommended Eureka MFA Adumako. And the first time I met her, I said, well, of course, if you're called Eureka, that's a name that came out of mathematics. So then, you are a quiz mistress. I met Dr. Kaufman at a program, and she and Professor Alote came to my office to talk to me about some mathematics competition or science, international science competition. And I went and talked to Dr. Awotwe. I've met her only once, but I think from the way she spoke and the way she carried herself. And Awotwe said, well, strangely, that's the person I was also thinking about. So I said, well, your job is cut out for you now. Our 3 quiz mistresses have all been great, I must say.
There would have been no excitement without very interesting and well-crafted questions. The nature of the competition requires that questions be of equal strength and difficulty at each stage of the competition. A team of consultants were selected to work on the questions. This is how the team was put together.
Then I got my friend Dr. Adanu, to do the physics. So Asmeni for chemistry, Adanu for physics. Then for biology, Aocho himself, Mrs. Kwaku. She put together a team to do the maths. Now, beyond the first year of the competition, I got to know Dr. Douglas Edujemfi of the maths department. And Douglas agreed to be a part of the team. And since then, he's been a part.
The program was first recorded in October 1993 with the late Professor Marian Irama Ade, Professor of Biochemistry at the University of Ghana, Legon, as the quiz mistress. It was originally named the Brilliant Science and Maths Quiz, as Lever Brothers, now Unilever's Blue Soap Brilliant. In 1998, when Brilliant dropped its sponsorship of the program due to change of management and policy direction. Amstel Malta from Ghana Breweries Limited, now Guinness Ghana Breweries Limited, took up sole sponsorship of the program from 1998 to 2001, when it dropped its sponsorship also for the same reasons. Next, the Ghana Education Trust Fund, GET Fund, sponsored the program from 2002 until 2008. In 2009, Primetime took up the cost of producing and airing the program in the hopes of attracting sponsorship to help pay for the program. But this did not work out, as education clearly was not seen as a priority by corporate Ghana at the time. Consequently, the program was forced to take a 2-year break, that is 2010 and 2011. The program, however, was such an important event on the academic calendar of the senior high schools that it was sorely missed. Thus, students, teachers, and parents alike began clamoring for its return.
This program went into a lull because of a lack of sponsorship. And myself, Mr. Mensa Bozu, we met the Director General, and we said this program must not die. So I'm glad that at least a company or a bank for that matter has found it necessary to partner with us to sponsor this program.
Thus, the number of participating schools was increased from 135 in 2014, and the regional competitions, through which 108 schools are selected to join the seeded schools at the national championships, was born, with 3 schools instead of 2 competing against each other in each contest.
And the introduction of the preliminaries, along with 2 new faces as quiz mistresses for that round. They are Dr. Angela Lamte and Mrs. Gladys Shringa.
Since the competition was opened up to all senior high schools in Ghana, many less endowed schools have managed to qualify to the quarterfinals and in some cases the semi-finals, an attestation to the many benefits that the exposure on the NSMQ has engendered, such as interest in the schools by the general public and support. The students who make up the participation teams go through rigorous routines and discipline to be able to make a mark in the competition. The teachers who train these students are dedicated to the cause and thus invest a lot of time and energy into developing strategies and tactics to sharpen the minds and analytical skills of their contestants.
We try every year to do something that would be new, but that would add value to the participants' experience on the program. And that's why we have the mentorship sessions that are meant medical school. We have the Science and Technology Fair that aims at helping participants transfer the knowledge, the principles and theories they have learned in the classroom into producing practical products and services that would be useful to society. We also have the excursions, which we used to do, but not in such a focused manner. Now the platinum sponsors host us to a tour of their operations to help our participants understand the business behind the sponsor and their operations. We have also tried to embrace technology, and you see that as most evident in our use of social media. Our embrace of social media helped us regain contact with our fans and supporters and to rekindle their interest in the program.
To encourage and reward displays of excellence in female contestants, Primetime in 2017 instituted a special award in the name of Professor Henrietta Mensah Bonsu for the most outstanding female student. The winner of this award was the very courageous and smart Zuwaira Baba Mohammed from Tamale Senior High School. The other newly instituted award was the Dr. Kweku Mensah Bonsu Award for the best team or the most outstanding team. An award was also instituted in the name of Professor Marian Irama Ade by Infantipim 1999 winner Bubune Adi in 2015 for the most outstanding team. Sustaining a program of this caliber needs dedicated staff. The 5th of July, 2018.
This program started in 1993 and is still here. It's bigger and better than it was when it began. And this just means that the team that has worked on this competition from beginning till now have not let the obstacles that came their way throw them off course. Good planning, tenacity of purpose, and good support from good friends and support and private have helped the Science and Maths quiz stay its course and grow into what we see today. And so I see in the future for us to grow the brand beyond the shores of Ghana into a West African competition for both Anglophone and Francophone West Africa, and then a continental competition. That would be something.
Indeed, the NSMQ has come a long way from its humble beginnings of 32 schools. Thanks to the vision and hard work of Primetime, the interest and support of various sponsors and collaborators, both in government and in the private sector, the passion and hard work of the school's teachers and contestants, and the enthusiasm of various old students' associations.
Homes. Right?
A colloid.
Yes.
With the sustained support and collaboration of all stakeholders, the National Science and Maths Quiz and Science Festival can only grow and get better.
Wonder.
Route 2.
You are right.
Long live the National Science and Maths Quiz. Long live Ghana.
In acknowledgement